so many songs about rainbows and what's on the other side. Rainbows are visions, they're only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. Some may have. Hey, now, looks like possibly, potentially, Susan may have sent out some notifications. Wolverine's here, Krusty Bomb's here. Lix is in tech support time. Well, not quite tech support, but I'll explain it to you in a second. Mr. Badlands, John Hand, Senzu Sama, Dark Sliper's in. Anxiety Guy, Jacob Whitford, the Quest Guy, Will It Please. Brendan, Collins, Connor, Ulrich. I just put an L randomly in your name. Sorry about that, Connor. Jaden's in. Scoot, Knight and Swaggy Bro, Bryson, Jason Ader, Tim Doherty, Ash the Penguin. Hey, Morgan, good to see you, hon. Brian's in. Connor, Evil Dan. Oh, good to see you, Evil Dan. Niall. Sorry, I'm just choking while we're trying to talk. It's an old man thing. It's what we do. Yeah, as we get well, we already got a good group in here. As we get some people in here, I just wanted you guys to help me, if you don't mind, with setting some stuff up for over at the Goosh. I'm going to be doing some giveaways over there, and I'm trying to think of some good stuff for giveaways, because you got to remember, when I do a giveaway, the only thing with YouTube is you have an international crowd, and I'm not into leaving anybody out, so it could have to be shipped internationally. So I try and keep it to easy to ship items. Then also, the giveaways are going to be during live streams. I'll probably just be using YouTube to do the live streams, unlisted streams from YouTube, and I want to see some response. I want to see some response times. In other words, how long, the delay is on these. So in other words, I want to make sure it's going to be fair if I base these giveaways on like little trivia contests, and the trivia would be about anime and the channel itself and our personal lives, anything that you guys could know about as far as the channel and our personal lives. And I want to see if it actually seems fair to everybody. Arthur says a trip to Japan. I'd give that to me. I want to go to Japan so bad. Wolverine says, happy hump day. Let's goosh everyone. Well, in fairness, Wolverine, come on, it doesn't have to be hump day for us to want to goosh everyone. And I think most everyone, like me, would be acceptable to being gooshed. Harry says, it's been ages since I caught the start of a stream. I'm glad you made it in, pal. Well, of course, you never know if Susan's going to grace any one of us with a notification. I'm never going to win. I suck at all this. Not necessarily, Connor, because this, like I say, this is going to be a little different. That's why I don't want to keep it to just, even though we're all anime fans over at the Goosh, and for the most part here, I'm trying to craft the questions so that it could involve anyone, because sometimes I'll try and make them really obscure, which means it's just going to be whoever has the best, potentially whoever has the best ability for quickly looking things up on the internet, or it could also be somebody who just happened to be a specific moment that stood out to them, even though it's obscure, and they'll know it right off the top of their head. And also, it'll have a lot to do with those of you who have watched a lot of the videos here at the channel, or, just come to a lot of the live streams and stuff where we have real-time interaction, because those questions on the more personal nature, you'll know if that's the case. Make me one of the prices. I'm basically priceless. One in my mind says on the prizes. I know what you meant. Yeah, well, see, I'm thinking I wanted to do at least a couple a month. Once we're back from our trip to Disney, I'll probably try and do them once a week over at the Goosh. I'm thinking making one of them, and now I know not everybody's a Goosher here, certainly, but the reason I do this is most all the Gooshers are also here at the channel, and a lot of people here at the channel are Gooshers on and off, because some people subscribe, catch up on what they want for a month, subscribe later. So I wanted to get everybody's take involved. One of the first things I'm thinking of, you'd mentioned this before. What do you guys think about a prize as a G100 video, a Goosher 100 video? So basically, you could sponsor a video for a specific month as one of the prizes. Does that sound good? That sounds like nah. What do you think? Dragon says, as much as I love living in Louisiana, the downside is that we only have 3 seasons: spring, summer, and super summer. I like that. I never had spring, summer, and super summer. Yeah, I haven't been to Louisiana in years. I've only been through there, pal, and it was years ago. I've been to the South, but just not specifically Louisiana. And yeah, I know what you mean about the heat, because being a big fat guy, even maybe I'm not as fat a fat guy as I used to be, I still don't do the heat well. That's good. Sounds good. People like that. I think it's an awesome prize, Morgan says. Lick says no, not so much. Sounds good to me, so long as I get that ass too. Well, of course, Jacqueline, the ass just comes along. But it seems like, okay, no bad luck. So most people, oh, good. Well, that prize is a cool one to give away because, again, no shipping. All right, so that's a good one. I'll probably plan on doing at least one of those a month. And then even if you are a G100 sponsor, that means you could do one or two things. You could take a month off of sponsoring your specific G100 and just use that for it, or you're going to add an extra one, whichever you want to do. I think that's a good one. And then I'm thinking things too, like pops. Pops aren't that expensive to ship, because I've done a lot of international shipping with things in the past, with the T-shirt or with the books. Remember when we were doing the signed Roja editions? So, all right, as good as you guys are to me, and as hopping as the community is over there at the Goosh, it's not that big an investment to have to send one of those, or to pay to send one of those. So I'm thinking them. I could order, like, what do you think about what do you guys think about pops? What do you think about manga? Because books aren't too bad to send somewhere. I could order some manga to have on here. I don't know what specifically ones. I'd have to see what's current and what's coming out, and maybe do like not One Piece or something like that, but a more reasonable manga series with a different edition each month. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? An anime body pillow. If they weren't so goddamn big, Connor, that'd be hilarious. That'd be a great thing to give away. Again, if it wasn't for the shipping. Manga is good. Yes. Dragon Ball Super manga. Yeah, we could do something like that. Manga wouldn't be bad. Again, books aren't tough to send. This just dawned on me. I think I got something you guys might really enjoy. And this came to me as I'm sitting here. My wife, this is a neat idea. My wife and her friend do a lot of craft stuff. Well, they bought one of these. The hell do you call them? A Cricut. They got this Cricut set up, and they also have a heat press. They can make T-shirts. What if I was to create some exclusive? Yeah, or at least I'll make some T-shirt designs that are unavailable to anyone else, at least for a few months, and do T-shirts like Curtis versus the Train T-shirt, a Impossible T-shirt, stuff like. What about stuff like that? Because T-shirts, again, I sent tons of them internationally. Those aren't too bad to send. Give away feet pics. Also, I call tips. Morgan says yes. Morgan's our official model. She when she got her oh shit, I got to do that too. I've got T-shirts. I've got Goosher T-shirts I got to send too. Because what happens is, over at the Goosh, when you join, it asks for your address if you joined at the $20 level or above, because you get an exclusive T-shirt. But it doesn't give me any place to ask for sizes. So what I have to do is, every so often, I have to post a message at the Goosh telling everyone who's, if you have a T-shirt coming, if you know you're eligible for a T-shirt, please just send me your shirt size. I got to do that this month. I meant to do that already. But what I was starting to say is, Morgan has her exclusive Goosher T-shirt, and she actually sent a picture modeling it. And if I can ever do that video that we wanted to do, that's right, you were in the T-shirt in the video you contributed for that. The only reason I can't do it is it's a singing video, and I can't, whatever I did to my neck that strain in my neck, I can't say. Only I could get a fucking singing injury. T like so t-shirts so offensive that you can't sell them in stores. We can do that, Arthur. Yeah, because I wouldn't. Everybody, you guys have asked me for a long time, and I promise I will do it eventually. I'll get the time to set up a little t-shirt shop. But yeah, I don't want to put overly offensive ones there. However, I wouldn't have a problem with doing offensive ones for giveaways. F Susan t-shirt, yeah, something like that, Brian. Exactly. I wouldn't want to make that for sale, but I would. Seeing as how we can do pretty much whatever we want because my wife will make the t-shirt. Yeah, that's I'm liking that. Dibs on first prize. That's how that works, right? You're right, Jump Scare. You got it. Now, Chrome, did you? We're just talking about stuff. I'm going to start doing some giveaways over at the Goosh. But now the other thing I was hoping you guys could help me with is I'll be streaming through YouTube. It'll be unlisted streams through YouTube. I will let you guys know when they're upcoming. Here, I'll let you guys. Oh boy, I'll let you guys here at the YouTube channel know when they're coming, in case you want to become members of the Goosh just for the giveaways and stuff. But the streams themselves will be unlisted just because you have to be a member of the Goosh to win, because you have to private message me over there your information so I can send you the stuff. Shark Boy Daywalker t-shirt. That'd be funny too, Morgan. Shark Boy Daywalker's one of my favorite. Well, he's one of my favorite characters. One of my favorite nicknames. I still think probably my favorite nickname is still Welfare Batman. I think that was my. Yeah, I think so far that was my favorite. I actually like in Bleach. I like the cell phone nickname too, especially because it sounded to me like when the first time I heard them say soy phone, I thought they said cell phone. Chara sticky stuff. That I don't know if that's legal to send through the mail, high rise, but my particular sticky stuff, it shouldn't be. that should be considered hazardous material from the get-go. Old crazy old man sticky stuff. I mean, it's one thing to distribute it, casually through here, but to actually well, who knows if we're going to have a postal system soon anyway. Might be sending it all UPS or somebody else. Stormstar says maybe if someone wins, they can pick an iconic anime scene for you to reenact while cosplaying for a video, and the winner gets to see it first. That would be cool. Well, that I don't know that I could go that far because I don't know what scene they were going to pick or something like that. If it's something that I could actually cosplay for, that might be getting a little too complex. In other words, I couldn't do a contest where I have to give up a week's worth of getting stuff done for the channel and the Goosh to accomplish it. He actually remembers Soy Fawn's name. Dark Lifer says, I don't even remember her name until I started playing Brave Souls and she cursed me. It took a long time. She's one of the few, because typically the nicknames are placeholders, but I just liked cell phone, so I have fairly strongly, as you saw, remembered Soy Fawn, but I prefer cell phone. Dragon says, great t-shirt ideas. I can see the future and I can't control my body. Yep, absolutely, Dragon. Now we obviously we can't use those actual characters, but I have good ideas for how we would illustrate things like I can see the future and I can't control my body. So Jill says, where's my Rolex? I heard you're giving out Rolexes. If I did, it'd be those ones you get down on the docks in New York City, pal. Or if you take not much now, but when you take a bus trip down to New York City, say down to the South Street Seaport or something, because I did that for years. As soon as you get off the bus, there's a whole bunch of guys with plenty of stuff in suitcases and inside their jackets and stuff like that. It'd be those types of Rolexes. Arthur says a cure my insatiable thirst for female attention. I don't know though, pal. If I could do that, I'd cure my insatiable thirst for boobies. No, I don't. I have no desire to cure that. I like the insatiable thirst for boobies. Yeah, that's another one too. Chrome says you could use the channel's catchphrase, you're just going to die in the end. Ha ha ha, toot toot. That's true. If we did that one, Chrome, I might just screen grab your creation from the intro at the end there where Golden sticks his head in with the barbed wire bat and stuff. That, yeah, I would probably just do that. Do a Curtis plush toy. I'm restless, AJ says. So basically bootleg squared status. Not really bootleg, because you're actually bootleg if you're trying to imitate the actual characters. We would intentionally be using a phrase that we liked, but giving it a different a different representation. Curtis, who would win Golden versus Alistar? Benjamin, I don't or I should say I don't. I like Golden's chances against anybody. Golden's fucked up, is what I'm trying to say. There's no telling what he might, and when I say this, it's probably almost literally pull out of his ass at any time. For real though, Naruto Rolexes is probably not a bad idea. Yeah, Naruto Rolexes. That'd be good. Framed and signed pictures of your face, Lick says. No, Lick's the idea is to give the people something that they would enjoy, not something that would frighten small children. Got to have F off train shirt. Yeah, TY, that, as a matter of fact, if we do a train shirt that says fuck off train, again, when I do set up an actual store, those won't be in. I don't want to have anything with any type of over the top vulgarity or anything on the store. So if we do them, they would be just for the giveaways. Let's see. Chrome says, hey Curtis, can you take a quick little look in the community section at the Goosh for me? Just want to show you a quick little setup update for the intro. Far from finish it though. Yeah, hold on just a second, guys. I'll be right back. I won't be looking at the chat for just a second here. Let me get on here. Got a baseball game tonight and then one tomorrow. We got them back to back because it had to do makeups for rainouts, and now it's looking like it's going to fucking rain out. I'm not happy. Want to play baseball. Oh, wow. I like that. Yeah, that reflects the new room really well, Chrome. I like that. I like the straw hat pirate flag in the corner, too. For those of you who don't, it's in the, for those of you who are Gooshers, I'm looking at it, the pictures right in, as Chrome said, in the community section over at the Goosh. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm just peeking at some more of it. Yep, I like that. That really it does. I like the nice touch on the Minecraft torch too, Chrome. I like that, the Minecraft torch on the wall. Ninja art, cheap knockoff jutsu. The Avatar shirt. Yeah, thanks. I got that one. This is one I didn't order online. I found this one in as I do a lot of them, in Box Lunch. I love that Box Lunch store. How about custom t-shirts where the winner decides what is on it? To a degree we could do that, Dragon. If it were just textual, we can put anything on them. But as far as art designs, of course, I have to farm all that out because you guys know me, I can't draw. So that, would depend on that. But that's something I could certainly think about. I wouldn't promise on that one, but so far, and I should be keeping, and I haven't been. I wanted to keep a list. Oh, and then I also want to get you guys here in a minute to help me. I'll ask you guys some trivia questions. I want to see how the response time is. So it was a definite yes to G100 vids, t-shirts, manga. Now, what do you guys think? I didn't ask you. I think I know the answer. What do you guys think about pops? Since pops are such a big deal to me, collecting pops. What do you guys think about them? Chrome says obviously still need to get the textures ready and put it in UE4, but it's coming along well. Added Sika mask and Al's helmet plus Al's helmet. That's a good idea. Sika's mask too. Thinking we could use a new voice clip too, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, I like it. I like the new look, Chrome. I like it a lot. Wolverine says R.I.P. Caillou. He died of cancer. He liked Boruto. There's that random Boruto shot again. No on Pops, Arthur? Yes, Pops. Yes, yes. Uh yes, from Oregon. Okay, the most Pops are good. They're not the best figures, Luffy, but I collect them. That's why I'm thinking of giving them away over at the Goosh, because it's just something channel specific, because I collect them. And Pop figures. And also what I would do is now, and going to Disney's the perfect time for it. Then there would be random. I couldn't have timed this better. We got, for those who don't know, down in Disney in the Epcot, in Japan and Epcot, they have this great, great store. And there's always a chance I find something really cool anime down there. I just worry about the shipping and beating the shit out of it. I was thinking maybe even every once in a while throw in one of the really elegant figures, or the really top end artistic ones. Pops all the way. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. G100 vids, t-shirts, manga, pop figures, and then I'm just looking around the room, all my anime stuff for ideas. Yeah, that I think this will work out well. Now, if you guys would, I'm going to come up with them off the top of my head. And maybe it'll be a little insight into a question that might come up when we do play over at the Goosh. I'll ask you guys a trivia question. If you know the answer, put it in. I just want to see how that goes. It seems like every time I do this, it seems like everybody is on almost exactly the same delay, but I have to make sure of that because I don't want people to be getting left out. Sajil says Goku'd probably just be a hillbilly in real life, Northern. Yeah, you're actually you're probably right, Sajil, with his overall demeanor and the whole farmer thing and everything. Yeah, he probably would be a hillbilly. Well, the first thing to do, actually, I did this once before. I want to do it again. I want to time something. In just a moment, I'm going to say a word. When I say this word, will you guys all just type it in immediately, as fast as you can type it in and send it? Please do it. I want to see if they all come in together. Hold on, let me read Shadow Dragons. Long ago in the before, you mused about doing a joint Disney trip giveaway when we got 20K Patreon or something, if I remember correctly. I did. I actually started trying to put together the ideas for it, and it's impossible, Shadow Dragon. I had no idea. If you do a giveaway of like any, that's why I have to watch the value on what I give away as well, of any type of real value, which that would be, I forgot what the actual numbers are. You would not believe the level of red tape you have to go through, up to and including having accounts set up in individual states in the US with money in those accounts to show that you have backing for the thing you're about to give away. It would also leave out big parts of the country. For instance, Canada, they're illegal. I can't legally do this contest from America and include Canadians. I've never seen so much red tape for anything. It would be a complete impossibility. That's why you only see big major giveaways done by big major corporations who have those kind of connections. It was insane. I actually ended up laughing at how insane it was. So I've got to leave it to small stuff. Now, if we ever got really big at the Goosh and I wanted to do that, we could all have a conversation like, hey, listen, guys, I can't do a Disney giveaway contest. Now, if someday I just happen to, just for the hell of it, if I decided that I wanted to pick out somebody at random from the Goosh and invite them to Disney, I can do that. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Understand? That would be the only way I could do it. I could not do an actual contest. Yeah, I did hear about that. Genesis Kaiser says, by the way, Curtis, did you hear about the anime log streaming service to be implemented on YouTube? It'll be funded by various anime companies in order to combat streaming. Yeah, I guess it's a real shot at Crunchy and Funimation and everything, huh? Yeah, I did hear about that. Attack on Titan lit as fucking. Indeed it is, JJ. Indeed it is. A Curtis body pillow. That'd be way too big. Today's, yeah, it was. I forgot how much you had to have. In different states, you had to have different amounts set up. It's just amazing. I've never seen anything with that amount of red tape. And again, so many countries that won't even legally. I can't even give away the contest. And the thing of it is, like, say somebody from Canada wins, it wouldn't be me in trouble; it'd be them. And I'm not going to put somebody in that kind of position. But again, if it ever came to that, if we did get that big, I would still love to do that. So we would have to have a conversation about why we can't do it. I mean, am I being too subtle, or are you guys getting what I mean by the conversation? Boxer shorts with your face on it. We could do that, Samurai 101. Jack Queen says, as if someone from Canada could win. That's just wrong. Well, even the international laws of licks, even to do it in America, it's crazy, the red tape. And certain states don't want to be involved unless you jump through all these specific hoops. It's crazy. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to give you guys the word. I just wanted to wait and see what everybody was saying. The Sarah scroll behind you has a giveaway. No, I'm not giving away that one, Chrome. I'd have to get another to replace it. Anything you guys send me, of course, is, despite what Mark Park says, is not going on the black market. No, that ain't going nowhere, Big Green. You are correct. All right, so let's do that now. I want to see what the reaction time is like, or the delay time is like. Giving Spaz Kid a wedgie. I'm going to say a word here in just a moment. And I would like you guys to type it in as fast as you can, a word or a phrase. All right, is everybody ready? Everybody hands on devices? And I really mean that. It's not even a euphemism. The phrase I want you to type in as fast as you can, if you would, is pussy pink. Let's see how quick it... I'm just getting texts as we go. Okay, here it comes. Wow, and everybody everybody's right together. All right, thank you guys. See, now there's only 76 of us in here. Everybody did it, and they came boom, 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 boom. Wait, do we block the spam? Jack Queen says. All right, thank you guys. See, I don't think anybody has an edge over anyone else. I think, if nothing else, because there is a delay, I'm starting to think that would take away any edge. You know, if it was a real time stream, I'm thinking that, okay, if your connection was a little better, it might give somebody else a little bit of an edge. But now I'm starting to think maybe because there is that delay, it justifies it all out. I don't spam, Chester says. Well, we appreciate that, Chester. You guys are funny. Phantom Raider. What's up, pal? Yeah, I think you can only see 5 comments of the phrase, Connor. Oh, do you make sure you're on live chat? Because if you haven't clicked that little button, yeah, it filters out what you see. Alex, I was just checking to see how long our delay is, and B, if everybody seems to be on roughly the same delay. Wolverine says you initiated span. I got to be timed out. That ain't the first time, as you guys can well imagine. Even my prison terms were just timeouts. Connor sees it. Yeah, I forget, because when I do stream through it, when I stream through YouTube service, it goes automatically to live chat. So I do sometimes forget to remind you guys. Yeah, make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, because it's just more. I don't even know why top chat exists. It's fucking stupid. It really is. But it's another brilliant Susan idea. Okay, first, here we go. This is not a contest today. I want to make that clear. We're not doing a contest. I'm just doing some practice questions. This one is one that's a personal one, would be considered in basically the easy category. Here we go. Could commission a hentai drawing of Saris to give. Yeah, again, for giveaways, Shadow Dragon, I wouldn't have a problem with, giving away lurid stuff for giveaways over at the Goosh. Not here at YouTube, obviously, but over at the Goosh, I wouldn't have a problem with that. Yeah, I want lewd stuff. All right, now here's the type of questions they're going to be. Now, as far as a personal question, what is my family's actual last name? It's not Candy. Believe it or not. What is mine and my family's surname, our last name? Now let's see who gets it in first. Wow, Morgan. That seemed even quicker than Pussy Pink. Morgan just beat out Johnny Bravocado. All right, all right, now I'm gonna ask another easy one. Let's on the easier side one. See, everybody knew it. I'm gonna ask another easy one. Let's see if Morgan comes in first again. That'll tell me a lot. We need Goosh lube and condoms, please. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm impressed that that many of you guys knew that. I knew it was an easier question, but I'm surprised. All right. Here comes an anime related one. Well, personal and anime related. You guys ready? Let's see who comes in first. When we had the live stream to determine my top waifu, who came in at number 1? Who was my number 1 waifu? The delay isn't. Wow, Morgan won again. Sarah, Sakura, Sarah. Now I wonder if Morgan's. Now we got to check and see. You know what we're gonna have to do, Morgan? I'm glad you're doing this. I want to make sure that Morgan. It's very possible Morgan is just a quick typist, but I want to make sure that nobody has an advantage. Damn, I knew that one too. So what? The only thing this will do is if I find out that I think someone can actually have an advantage. Now, Morgan won both of those. Let me ask one more easier one. Let's see if Ryan says, is she a bot? No, Morgan's definitely not a bot. That's funny though. All right, hold on. Let me ask you guys one more relatively easy one. Excuse me. And okay, this most of you will know, and I know Morgan knows it. This is a pretty easy one. What is Spaz Kid's real first name? What is Spaz Kid's real first name? Morgan is Braxton Drake. No, trust me. Morgan is not anything Braxton. Morgan got it again. Wait a second. There's got to be. See, this might be solving it for me though. There could either Morgan is an extremely fast typist, or maybe her connection is just more in tune with this one. Chrome's got a really good idea. That's how to do it. Yep, Chrome, perfect. If you type the question in the chat, would that affect the time? Yes, because that would go. I think that would solve it. That's a good idea. Wait, I technically got it first. Scroll up, Arthur says. Oh, wait a second. Morgan's a transcriptionist. I type for a living. I moved up to transcription manager. Okay. Actually, I'm glad you say that, Morgan, because that explains it. Morgan just has absolutely lightning fingers. That's exactly what it is. Arthur said he actually got it first. Did you? I didn't see it. No, pal. Oh yeah. Oh, you put the smiley face. Oh, but that explains it. If Morgan's a transcriptionist professionally, that's why. All right, let me see what Sarah's heart. Now, if you look, that's true, because look at this. If you look behind Morgan, if you look at the other ones, I'm scrolling the chat. Morgan came in first on Saris, but then it was, Wolverine said Sakura, but then it was Wolverine, High Rise, Jack Queen, Krusty Bomb, Chrome. And then when we did Braxton, It was Board right behind Morgan, then Chrome, Lude, Poppy, Jack, Lifer. So it does mix up. Once you get past Morgan, it mixes up. So I think Morgan's just winning because of her skills. So that's fair, because when we do it, when we have the actual contest, they're not all going to be easy questions. A good selection of them are. There's going to be a lot of people that just don't know the answer, and some I want to make intentionally really obscure, because you're free to, obviously free to use the internet. Some of them might be things you're going to actually have to go look up, and we'll just see who can look it up the quickest. I said Morgan is Braxton Drag before you asked. Oh, Morgan is Braxton Drag before you asked. Okay, I got what you're saying. But that explains it. No, what Morgan is far too attractive, and this isn't a put down on Brax. He would agree with me 100%. Morgan is far too attracted to be Braxton Drag. But that's okay. So yeah, that's a good idea, Krusty Bomb. I'll put in a hard one. I think we're okay, Chrome. I don't think we will have to type them in. With knowing Morgan's skills, that explains it. You just got lightning fast fingers. That's because I was a little concerned, but when I look at after Morgan, then it's all mixed up. It's still people that know me really well, so it figures that they're near the top. It's Chrome and Jack and all the regular gang, but they're in mixed order. So that's what it is. Let's see. Well, see, the only thing is on Mr. Badlands, on mine would have to be the official results, because I know that mine's on live chat. I know I'm seeing all of them, so I'd have to go with that. All right, let me come up. I should have thought of some beforehand, knowing we were going to do this. Let me come up with a more obscure one. Let's do a personal one that's more obscure. Hold on. I gotta this. Hey, this one. I gotta look this up myself, because I think I know the answer, but I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought it was. Here you go. Now this is one where you're probably gonna have to do research. So this will tell us. And again, remember these, because if you're Gooshers, these could come up over at the Goosh. All right, guys, this is a tough one. I doubt anybody's going to know it. You're going to have to do your research work to find this. Arthur says you should let me come with you when you go to Japan. I'm sure my Japanese, limited as it is, would come in handy. And I know the brothels, restaurants. Well, no, you didn't have to interrupt yourself. Brothels and restaurants, because especially after a brothel, I'm going to want to eat. Well, I'm going to want to eat anyway, but especially after the brothel. We want to go so bad, Arthur. I'm hoping someday. All right, this one's going to be tough, guys. This will be a research one. What is the exact date, month, day, year that this channel, Spaz Boys Comedy, known then as Curtis the Spaz Gamer, debuted? What is the exact date? Let's see if anybody can come up with that. Now this is one, again, that I even had to double check. It just so happens I did remember it, but I wasn't sure without verifying it. It's just I know where to go to verify that. Morgan, officially, you're just off. Oh, okay. Alex got it. It was 27th May 2011. Alex got that was pretty quick. Wait a second. Where are you guys seeing May 26th? I'm curious. Hold on. I'm glad I didn't. This isn't for a prize. Where are you guys seeing May 26th? Because a lot of people got that. Because it was May 27th. Where? Oh, on the stats? On the channel page. Oh, shit. I think, you know what? Okay, so it's a good thing that wasn't for it. You guys are probably right. I did it by memory. I have it written down. But that's right. I think that might have been. I asked that wrong. 27th was the first day a video debuted. 26th was the day it was set up. So it's a good thing I didn't do it. But that still answers the question for me. So with a little bit of research, goddamn, with a little bit of research, Morgan still won. God damn it, Morgan. Now, if I'd have done that, if I would have done that in the contest, I would have given a prize to Morgan and Alex because I was thinking May 27th because I instead of when the channel was created, I was thinking the day we first posted, and I created it the day before. That's right. My job also includes research. Now, see, Morgan, I did too. Before I started the YouTube channel, I've told you guys I used to write research articles online and research and SEO articles, but I never got to be a quick typist like you. These fat ass sausage fingers, never going to be a fast typist, but I can do research really well. Morgan is a true legend. She's going to be harder than hell to beat. Oh, and I know too, I'd seen it scroll through, somebody asked, obviously all the contests involve everybody at the Goosh. Doesn't matter what level you're at. She is scary fast, Chrome. That's amazing. I mean, there's a significant number of people in here playing along that Morgan just boom. It's it's not takes first no matter what. Wow. See, I've never been a fast typist, even with all the writing I do. Just can't do it with these sausage ass fingers. Willie says this sucks for me because on my screen I respond a second or two before the rest, so I find out that I'm not in top 10. Well, that's because Willie, that's everybody's on a delay. Everybody's on that same delay. Here, we'll give you an idea. I'm gonna type something into chat. Now I'm gonna type it in. Now you guys will have to read what I typed and answer. Okay, here's can Morgan be banned after the first one? No, that's good, Arthur. 1v1 me on type racer Morgan. Yeah, I wouldn't be challenging Morgan on anything to do with nimble fingers. Holy shit. That's actually amazing. Okay, here comes. I'm going to give you guys something here in chat. Let's see how fast the response is when I do it this way. Ready? There it comes. Let's see who gets it. Morgan again. although Lude got in first there that time. He didn't read the entire question. He just didn't see the word backwards at the end. So it was at least close, but Morgan's just unbeatable with that. Wow. Ty says, should there be a cutoff for winners like they can't win twice a month? So, yeah, we'd probably do that, Ty. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Just in case someone is dominating, I would definitely say only one winner per month. Yes, absolutely, Ty. Absolutely. Yep. And Morgan, you're amazing. You really are. That's pretty fascinating. But remember too, guys, there's going to be a lot of, and even though ones that are more obscure, you won't be able to find just by again looking up our about page or something like that. It's going to be way more obscure stuff. I will probably go back and take little tidbits from old yeah, I can't think of the Omegle videos we did. I will take little tidbits from the old sketch comedy vids we did. So there'll be stuff that's going to really be challenging. This is doing wonders for me. Morgan, it's amazing. The speed is just, that's crazy. Because I think again, I'm comfortable with doing it this way. It seems like everybody's got a fair shot, just because what I'm doing is watching the ones that come after Morgan are very, very mixed. If it were, if some people had a significant advantage over others, you'd be getting the same response every time. But Morgan's winning. But now, even that time, like I say, Lou did get in first. He just didn't see that the word backwards at the end. So, if nothing else, it wasn't a right response, but there was a response in front of Morgan. So that tells me everybody's on about the same level. Yeah, I think everybody's. Yep. And again, to win, these contests, you're going to have a combination of both. You know, there's going to be some easy ones where if you can get stuff in really quick, you're going to have an advantage. But there's going to be an equal number of things that you're going to have to research. Now, we could even do stuff. Nah, I don't want to do it that way. Stuff where you'd be guessing, and if you guessed right, but nah, I don't want to do it to guessing. Smithy, I like that name. Says, hey man, I haven't caught your streams before. Love your content. Much love for you and Spice. Thanks, I appreciate that, my friend. That's very kind of you to say. And welcome. Yeah, we have a lot of fun in the streams. We really do. We have an awful lot of fun in live streams. One of my favorite things in the world. Bob Jones says your video is amazing, brother. Well, thank you, Bob. But hey, listen, you know we're all behind you. All the very, very best to you in the battle you got upcoming. I don't know. I don't know why. I almost hate to be that optimistic. I just got a really good feeling about things going really well for you. I hope for once I'm right. But I'm glad you decided to fight it again. I just can't even imagine. Can't even imagine what you're going through. I think it's admirable that you do that on behalf of your daughter and your wife, and that you're willing to stand up. And because it might sound to some people like the obvious thing to do is fight. I understand, not from firsthand experience, but just trying to put myself in your position. I understand how difficult that is, and we will all obviously be rooting really, really hard for you. And when things get tough, anything like that, if you got a special request at any point that might help you get it through, if you want to see me make a complete fool of myself doing any one of a number of things, let me know. Sajil says, Shawty said she's pansexual. Pursue or fall back? Depends on how that affects you, Sajil. That's up to you as an individual. Excuse me, guys, if somebody wanting to have sex with pots and pans, no, I'm only kidding. If someone being pansexual is a deal breaker to you or not, that one I can't answer for you. That's up to you as an individual. Pursue like crazy, Jack Queen says. Yes. Genesis Kaiser says, hey Curtis, you starred in a film called One Last Kill. It had you on the cover on IMDb. Yeah. And I'm on YouTube streaming, so I don't have I wouldn't have a copy of that around anywhere. And the cover, here, I can give you guys the link. I'll look it up. That cover photo, that blood is real. Let me go to IMDb. I'll give you guys the link if you want to see the cover. Come on. Okay, here we go. This is the movie I wrote and directed and was in. If you guys want to see it, but that blood on the cover of this movie was all real because I wanted it to be really grisly and gritty and harsh. So the only way to do that I felt was with real blood. But that there you can see the cover of the DVD. Yeah, Big Green. It was. I'll tell you though, it's a whole different thing without that adrenaline rush of a crowd and the intricacies of a match when you just got a cold. Just take a blade and go. But will I be reacting to any more anime? We watch a lot of anime, King Jack. Well, you can't post anime on YouTube, but as far as reacting to anime, yeah, lots and lots and lots of it. Is that a gay porno? Define gay. How gay? My favorite music genre, I like a little bit of everything. Probably though, I listen most to classic rock and kind of like adult contemporary type stuff, but I listen to a lot of stuff. Oh, Willie, gotta go. Yeah, I'm going to Epcot in October. What was the name of the restaurant in Italy? I was not surprising, Willie. I always forget the name. So I've actually got a reservation for it because we're going, and so I'll get it for you in just a second. Let me look it up. Yes, get a reservation. Usually you can get in there even without a reservation, but don't chance it. You definitely want to go there. Let me see my plans on the app here. I'll be right with you guys. I want to give Willie the actual my plans. I gotta remember which day of our trip it was. It's in Italy, in Epcot, and it's called Via Napoli. Make sure, yes, go there and get some pizza. It's so good. Via Napoli. Don't miss it. Favorite musical? That's actually tough because now are we talking, Bob? Are we talking only movies? Because as far as my favorite musical entertainment as a as a show is Phantom of the Opera. I absolutely love Phantom of the Opera. Favorite musical movie? I really always loved Grease. That's one of the older movies that stayed with me. It's probably favorite movie musical is probably still Grease. But I can't get enough Phantom of the Opera. Let me tell you, if you guys get a chance when Broadway reopens, to go down, and I apologize, I can't think of the guy's name. The guy playing the Phantom, or at least was the last couple times I went, he's a big black man. He's such a fucking phenomenal Phantom. I love that guy. God damn, he's good. If you get a chance to see him, see him. Dragon says black people wear their pants too low. White people call it sagging. What is sagging spelled backwards? Oh, Dragon, that's just wrong. Oh, that's awful. Joe's Broadway, yeah, then Phantom. Oh, I love Phantom, Bob. Can't get enough. Book of Mormon, I haven't seen that yet. I want to see Book of Mormon too. See, that's one that my wife's not really interested in. And if I get to go to a show, it's not the old days when I was driving motor coach on the weekends. I would drive tour bus. I'd be down in New York all the time. I could go to the TKTS booth down in New York City. They sell discounted Broadway tickets for shows that same day if they haven't sold out at those booths. So you used to be able, I'd go in there and you could get a good deal on a ticket and go watch since I was in town for the day anyway. But now I'm only down there usually if it's my wife and I, and she really isn't interested in seeing Book of Mormon. So I probably won't end up seeing that one. Unless if it tours and comes up here to Schenectady, New York, we have Proctor's Theater here, then I might get a chance to. But no, I haven't seen that one. Rent, yes, I've seen Rent. Rent was very good too, Stevie. Yes, I have. That was very good. Matt Stone and Trey Parker are geniuses. Oh, absolutely, Johnny. I mean, even when they made the South Park movie, as bizarre as they are, and it was, they still got an Oscar nomination for the song. They're fantastic. They're fantastic. But yeah, the guy, that's terrible. I can't remember his name, but the guy, at least last I knew, who is currently playing the Phantom, he's just got that. He's the only Phantom I've seen so far, and I've seen a bunch of productions of it. He's got that physically imposing look, and he's got the voice to go along with it. Some of the Phantoms I've seen, and it's just a pet peeve of mine, don't sing it and play him, in my opinion, as tortured as they should. I mean, that's a tortured soul, and this guy does. Oh, he's excellent. Akira wants a Tony, a Dragon Ball musical. Bob Jones says. I would go watch a Dragon Ball musical. Yeah, absolutely. Repo is a super bloody musical. I never heard of that one, Zane. Really? Repo? No, I never heard of that one. Who would have ever thought the South Park guys would win a fucking Tony? Yeah, really, Johnny. Yeah. And that show's been on Broadway for a long time now too. I didn't think it'd have this long a lifespan either. That's so sad. Well, there's so many things pandemic wise that are sad, obviously, but man, Broadway being shut down, that just that's a killer. But that's good. That's what we're gonna do, guys. Now, for those of you who are wondering, again, I'm going to be doing those giveaways over at the Goosh. You can join at any level. It's for a number of reasons. The most important one, the reason I thought of it is just as a way to give back. I mean, the Goosh All the Gooshers have done so much for me for so long. I think it's a fun, cute little way to give back. It's also it's a way to get more people over to check out the Goosh, see if they like what we're doing over there and everything. But we're definitely going to give away a G1. The winner gets a G100, gets the sponsored G100 video. We'll give away T-shirts, give away manga, give away pop figures, and also we'll be giving away anything like, again, now when I go down to Disney and I go into that store in Japan, any cool little small stuff that is easy to send, I'll be picking that up too. That's going to be fun. Book of Mormon is the only musical I'd actually love to see. Yeah, Willie, I would love to see that one. Again, I probably won't, just because it's my wife and I, and she's not interested in it, but I would like to see that. So Jill says, for real though, how am I supposed to compete with pots and pans? Like the girth difference and everything, we might just have to fist it. Ah, dude. Chrome says, so much is shut at the moment. Trains directly to Edinburgh will be shut for 2 months where I live because the storm sunk the tracks. Holy shit. I didn't know that, Chrome. And now, again, my UK knowledge is minimal at best. But train transportation is like a huge part of the transportation over there, isn't it, Chrome? I mean, that's it. Just seems like percentage-wise of the population, that would be a way bigger deal over there than it would be, for instance, here. Unless you're in New York City, the trains there are a big deal. But I mean, percentage-wise, right? Chrome Jack, wouldn't it be? That just seems like it would just throw everything into an absolute tizzy. I'm spending $2 every message on where you get about flaming hot Cheetos. I'll shut my poor fat ass up. This rattling. It says flaming hot Cheetos. I can't eat anything. If it says flaming hot, I can't eat it because I'm a pussy. Just the way it is. And don't bash our super chatters. The trains in Japan are superior. I miss them from my study abroad. So much better in Houston traffic. Oh, they say Houston. I haven't been to Houston in literal decades, Shadow Dragon, but they say it. I know the growth has been phenomenal, exponential, and they say it's brutal getting around now. Chrome says, yep, was planning on going to Edinburgh today. Found out that it'd take 2+ hours to get to Edinburgh, taking multiple trains because of it. Disabled, so can't drive, so annoying. That's awful, Chrome. That's why I was shocked when you said that, because that was my knowledge anyway, was that trains are like a main form of transportation over there, much more so than here. Jack Queen says, not sure about Scotland, but certainly here in England. That's what I was wondering. I thought throughout the UK that was the case. I know a lot of people who can't visit family in Scotland because of it. That sucks. Yeah, because outside of major metropolitan areas, and really New York in specific, trains are not typically the preferred mode of transportation. So, when we have a disruption, it's an annoyance, but percentage-wise to the population, not that big a deal. But over there, I can't even imagine. Dragon says, why did Hitler kill himself? He had to pay the gas bill. What's a Wednesday without a good Hitler joke? Big Green. Oh, thank you, Big Green. I didn't see what they're saying, but yes, Big Green is 100% right. I am absolutely not looking for requests for reaction videos. They're 100% right. Trust me, guys. Anything, if these people with the blue screen names tell you something, it's fact. They run the show here. I have absolute 100% confidence in everything they do and the way they handle everything. So if they're telling you something, you can believe it. You don't have to try and get the message through to me. They're telling you facts. Smithy says, you should watch Gabriel Iglesias stand up. Oh, I love Gabriel. Love him, Smith. He drinks a Diet Pepsi one night and says people think he's on a diet. Nope, it's so he can eat chocolate cake. His nickname is, yeah, I know him really well, Smith. I love him. I love Gabriel. My wife she likes him. She doesn't like him as much. So when we do like our every once in a while, we'll get in the mood to watch some stand up on Netflix. He doesn't get selected as often as I would like, but yeah, I love him. Yeah, the whole thing with the chocolate cake. Did you see special he did where he introduced that whole thing. That's back when his stepson there was real little and everything. And what was the joke? His son asked him why he came home with so much chocolate cake, and he said, "Well, it's because one time on stage I said I like chocolate cake, so I go to shows and people tend to bring it to me." And his son says, "Can you tell them that you like Transformers or something like that?" But yeah, I know Gabriel real well. I think he's really funny. I like Jeff Dunham, Morgan. I think just and typically I'm not a fan of ventriloquists, so that's saying something. I never was a big fan. I worked with a bunch of ventriloquists over the years when I was doing stand up for a living, and was never a big fan. But Dunham's a whole different level. Oh, Suave Nino says I'm literally in Houston traffic right now. I get nothing but horror stories about it, Nino. Everybody says it's become as congested and bad as LA, and LA's been known for its traffic for decades. But they say that Houston has just grown so quickly and so much that nothing, the infrastructure can't keep up. I can't. And it was the last time I was there again was decades ago, and it was pretty significantly packed back then. So I can't even imagine if they've had that population explosion, what it's like. I miss Steam Machine too. I see him every so often. Steve, Steam Machine G is a friend of ours from the early days of the channel. He's still, well, you know that, Steve. He's still real active on Twitter. He just everybody has things going on in life. He just doesn't find his way here anymore, but still a great guy. And yeah, I do miss him. Dragon, have you seen Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones? It's great. Dave Chappelle is currently my favorite stand-up, but I don't want to tell you yes because yes, I did see Sticks and Stones. I haven't seen the most recent one, which was it Numbers 849 or something? I think it was. I think from what I understood, it was the amount of time that Floyd had the officer's knee on his neck. I haven't seen that one yet. Just haven't gotten a chance. I will, but I just haven't gotten a chance to see it yet. But Sticks and Stones, I saw. Yes. Have I ever been outside the U.S.? Rarely, Rocky. The only two countries I've been to have been Canada and Mexico. So I've never been outside of North America, and I would love to. I mean, as I've said, Japan went from being really not even noticeable on my list to top of my list because of you guys turning me into an anime nerd as to where I want to go. But I want to see the UK. Always did, but that has moved to a substantially high spot on my list too. But that's because of you guys. There's so many over the years and currently as well. There's so many of you guys that I've created, friendship relationships with through the channel that are in the UK. Where I live, the smoke is so bad from wildfire you can't even see the sky, Ty. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I love Mitch Hedberg, Johnny. One of the most underappreciated comedians. I think just because his career was so short, because he was funny. For those who don't know, Mitch Hedberg had such a unique style and unique delivery. And the amazing thing was he was absolutely had stage fright to the point of debilitation. He was terrified to be on stage and yet still a brilliant comic. You'll see when he does his act, his hand shakes the whole time. And at first, a lot of people thought that was just part of the act, part of the character, but it wasn't. He was that nervous about being on stage, but he was brilliantly funny. Really funny. Being an ex-screenwriter, I always liked the one I liked a million of his jokes, but the one joke he used to tell about I wrote a screenplay and I took it to the man and he read it and he said, "It's really good, but I need to do a rewrite." I said, "Fuck that. I'll just make a copy." And that was the type of material. I just loved him. Chrome says, by the way, any thoughts on what the new intro line should be? If I change it, could take some suggestion from chat as well. Yeah, anybody? Chrome's going to make, for those who don't know, Chrome does all the artwork you see around here. The headers, the intros, everything, and does a phenomenal job. She's making a new intro, and she's thinking of going with new tagline instead of "You're just going to die in the end." Think of something else. Can you guys? I don't know what else would be a good one. Yeah, you could always just, you know what you could grab too, Chrome, is one of the Impossibles. What do you guys think of that? If instead of "You're just going to die in the end," it was just an Impossible. One of the ones where I got really like too jacked up or something and hurt myself saying it. What else could it be? I said that a strange amount, Jack Queen says. Fuck off train, right, Morgan? Yeah, fuck off train's one. I didn't even think of that. When and how did you decide to be a YouTuber? Rocky says. Well, I had a YouTube channel for personal use. I used to put videos on it and stuff. I still have the channel. Excuse me, as far back as 2006. But this channel, which was designed just, to put content up on YouTube, was 2011, and it was because I was an avid Call of Duty player. Spaz Kid and I both were. And at the time, Call of Duty gameplays dominated YouTube. Well, they were all really excellent players, proficient players. The best players were making videos. And I sucked. So I said to Spaz Kid, I said, it'd be funny to start a channel of somebody who actually sucks at this game instead of all the guys who are brilliant. And that's how it all began. I love the game, but yeah, not very good. Yada yada daze. That's a good one, Lude. Penis wrinkle. Remember that, Steve? That's going way back. Penis wrinkle was a phrase that held on at the channel for quite some time. That's going way back in the early years. Will bang okay? That's a good one. Yeah, you could grab anything from my typical pamfu, sticky stuff, that type of thing. Yeah, will bang okay? Flashly like buggy. Yeah, there's a lot when you think about it. Arthur says, let's see, people are worried about California citizens leaving en masse and turning Texas blue, but the flip side is that California is now ripe for the taking. Yeah, I think so to a certain degree, Arthur, because a lot of California is red. It's just same as New York, where I live. If you're talking land-wise, it's probably a good 85% of New York is red. But numbers-wise, obviously, is the other way. California is the same thing. I think, though, for the numbers, Arthur, I think if you do the numbers, though, it would be way easier for Californians to flip Texas than vice versa. Excuse me, guys. Let's see what's going on here. One of the teams in my league, my over 55 league, is hurting for catchers. Right? If my team absolutely needed it, I would do it, but I'm not volunteering to catch for anybody. I'm not doing that to the old knees unless I have to. Yeah, I think it would be easier for Californians to flip Texas just because of the numbers than vice versa. But you're right. You're right. People don't realize that. They don't realize it here in New York. They just think, oh, well, New York's a blue state. It's always going to be a blue state. And it is, but that's because of New York City. Land mass wise, it's a red state. Johnny says, I didn't learn my AABB CC's. God damn it. We can make it the first Goosher party state. Now maybe it's too late to run this year. Maybe I'll run in 2028 on the Goosher ticket. Well, the only thing is, Mr. Garrison on South Park kind of did already. Remember, because he was just going to get in office and fuck everybody to death. It's kind of the same thing. He's kind of stole our gimmick because we were talking about Goosh first. Say fish, please. Okay, I said fish. I said fish, Miles. Fuck them all to death. Yeah, Jack Queen. we can march on the White House and chant Goosh. And nobody will know. The vast majority of the world will have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. But I'm sure we could get people to support us anyway. Because all the talking heads on TV would all interpret it to mean whatever their own particular political bent is. We got to sue them then. I agree, Johnny. Fluffy came to Denver for the state fair. Willie says he was one of my heroes, and so my parents pulled me out of school early and took me to the fair to see his show as a surprise. That's cool. That's a cool moment to have with your parents. Yeah, he's funny. He's just a funny dude. Oh yeah, Fall Guys is fun, Morgan. It really is. I know. I want to play more on the channel. I get so hung up. I'm so into playing Minecraft, and now it screws up my streaming schedule. Is when I have games, and I have a game today, which I knew, but then now we have a makeup game for tomorrow. scheduled for tomorrow. So that it'll just be one stream, this stream per day. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to go right now, guys, because I still got a little bit more editing to do, and then I got to start gearing up for the game in a little over an hour. Guys, thank you for this stream. This was a blast, and thank you for all the help getting this set up. But we're definitely going to be doing those giveaway streams over at the Goosh. And again, I'll notify you guys beforehand, because I know if some of you want to come over just to be a part of those, you're more than welcome. Hopefully you'll like what you see and hang out with us over there. But yeah, we'll give away a G100 sponsorship, t-shirts, manga, and pop figures, and then more. Play some Twilight Princess, Bob Jones says. My whole problem, Bob, with new games is I just no time. Because even, I can't tear myself away from Minecraft long enough just to play more Fall Guys even. There's, just like with anime, there's so many games out there I'd like to play. And Morgan says, I'll be ready to dominate. I have no doubt that you're going to, Morgan. That's going to be tough. Any question that a lot of people are going to know, it's going to be tough to beat Morgan. Those are some fast fingers right there. But guys, thank you again for the stream. I really appreciate it. And yes, it's Wednesday. Yes, the sticky stuff. Listen, the sticky stuff today is not as bad as Monday's sticky stuff by any stretch of the imagination. It's hump day. So it gets a little something extra just for it being hump day. And we're closing in on Free For All Friday. We can see it in the distance. I support Bob's suggestion. Twilight Princess equals yes. Yeah, like I say, Arthur, it's a matter of time. It's not a matter of whether or not I like to play a game. It's finding time to actually play it. But anyway, the Wednesday sticky stuff, it's good. It's good. It's not Free For All Friday sticky stuff, but it's so hopeful. And you guys helped me so much today with getting everything ready for to be able to do these giveaways over at the Goosh, that I'll see if I can conjure up. I'm working on it as we speak. Just a little bit, just a touch of the Free For All Friday supply that I have built. Yeah, there's a little in there. There's definitely a little in there. You guys are gonna like this. Pamfu. Sticky stuff. Middle of the week, hump day, sticky stuff for everybody. Sticky stuff for you. Sticky stuff for you, with just a tiny little touch of the quality stuff, because we'll bang. Okay, flashly like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, and yeah, especially on hump day, goosh. Goosh.